And what is good, YouTube? It's your boy DarkChild80, and welcome to the very first episode of Five Up, Five Down. And basically, what that is going to be talking about is I'm going to be naming the top five things that I like about a game, as well as the top five things that I don't like about a game. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into this first episode. And naturally, man, you know it's going to be Wwe 2K17 since that's the game that I am currently playing right now. So y'all stay tuned. And like I said, we're going to get into it, man. Let's get it. All right, starting with my top five likes. And again, these are in no particular order. I'm going to say number one on the list is going to be the taunting system. Dude, yes, finally, The Rock has come back to YouTube. If you smell, man, taunts finally serve a purpose other than means to just get a cheap and quick finisher. You know, people spamming and everything. So I'm so glad that they came up with a system that actually serves a purpose and that works. Phenomenal job, 2K. Hats off to you. You know what I'm saying? Only thing is, I hope that you guys continue to build upon what you already have. So that's coming in at number one. Let's move on. All right, so coming in at number two is going to be the promo system. Man, this is yet another fantastic idea by 2K. Like I said, I was so excited when I heard about this, man, and just to see it, you know, coming after getting my hands on the game and actually, you know, going through it myself. I mean, I love it. I love that they chose to, you know, go with the text-based stuff versus, you know, the weird kind of voice acting and voiceovers and stuff like that. So, man, again, this, like I said, another phenomenal feature. I just really hope that they can add to it. I mean, because, like, the only thing, like I said, I can say that, you know, is kind of out of place with it is, like, you know, some of the promos don't fit the actual, you know, characters that actually are, I guess, delivering them. So, like, you know, if Undertaker's cutting a promo, I mean, some of the things that the wrestler says, you know, or the script, you know, is not really catered toward Undertaker. You know, I mean, he doesn't have his own little spin on it. So, I mean, it kind of makes it feel out of place because we know, if any, you know, wrestling fans, we know Undertaker doesn't talk like that. So it kind of makes it a bit weird in that context. But everything else, man, is awesome, dude. Like I say, again, hats off to 2K. Appreciate that. Number three is going to be the backstage and crowd fighting. This was a huge surprise to me. I honestly didn't think this would probably make it into the game for at least a few more years. I don't know, even though I mean it was like a largely requested feature, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that they actually got that in, and you know that it actually works pretty decent, man. So, like I said, man, I mean 2K, y'all knocking it out of the park, man. I got to give it to y'all on that one. So that, I mean, like I said, I really don't have much more to say on that other than what I've said in the first two. I mean, just keep building upon it. I mean, because there were some things I was kind of hoping for with the, you know, the crowd fighting and all that stuff, especially something, you know, on the, you know, the entrance stage off the side, hint, hint, you know, but anyway, like I say, excellent job, man. Going on. Deuces. So number two, that is going to be, man, the rollout system. Oh God, man, I can't thank you guys enough for this one. I mean, because honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, in 2K16, like, if I came across a triple threat or just any kind of multi-man match, like saying, I mean, I'm a huge my career player. I mean, it's like that's like my favorite mode. So it's like, but when I came across these matches, the triple threats and the fatal four ways, honestly, man, I skipped them. I mean, and it was because they got tedious. I mean, it just kind of sucked all the fun out of them. I mean, it's like the collision detection was kind of iffy, and then, you know, the targeting and all that stuff like that. It kind of made them like like I said, it felt more like a chore to play, and it just wasn't fun. But now with the rollout system, I mean, it not only kind of quells a lot of the things that I did not like about those matches in the past, but it also adds like a realistic flow to the matches and stuff like that, because they're closer to what you would see on WWE programming, and it's like, and when you see it, man, I mean it actually pulls off quite nicely, and it's so, like I said, again, another great feature. Like I said, I appreciate. I just hope, like I said, expand on it. Number one. Oh, this number one. Forget that other thing. But anyway, coming in at number one is gonna be for me personally is the post-match breakouts. Man, I absolutely love this feature because, like I said, I mean, my guy that I play, I mean, he's a heel, and so being able to do this and just like add an extra beat down and kind of saying fuel that rivalry, that means a lot to me. So I appreciate it. I really love, like I said, I love this feature. And I'm gonna go ahead and cheat this episode because it's the first episode. So I'm also gonna throw in another tie for number one, and that is the improvements to the ladders and tables, and like adding that stuff to the move set list. I mean, I'm so glad that tables finally made the move set list to where you can kind of pick your moves that you want to do through tables and stuff like that. Same with the barricade, man. I mean, that was an added plus. So, like I said, again, two great features. Like I say, those are my, I guess you could say they're tied for number one. But then again, like I said, they're in no particular order, so really doesn't matter. But I snuck 6 on there, and it should have been a 5. So anyway, like I say, that's gonna do it for the positive 5. You know what I'm saying? This part. Now we're gonna work on the this part, the 5 things that I did not like in WWE 2K17. So the first thing on my did not like list is probably going to be the collision detection. Now I know, what I'm saying, some of this just can't, sometimes it just can't be avoided. I mean, but some of it is actually pretty bad, especially like in instances where like pinfalls and stuff like that. Um, you'll see, even though like they added the prompt, which I think I love that idea, like where you can just press the button and the game will break the pinfall up for you. But like I say, when they do it, it's like the players don't actually hit though. It seems like they just kind of graze the guy, and then it's like it looks more like it aided in a kick out. I mean, if that makes sense, like versus you actually getting the guy off of the guy that's being pinned or whatever. I mean, it just like it doesn't connect right at all. I mean, it's like it just kind of grazes them, and it's to the fact that like I've actually lost a few matches like that because I would hit the breakout or like to break up the pin, and it didn't register. Like so, I mean, it would like my guy would try to go and he would do the motion, but it wouldn't register, and it's just like that on top of like the other things like a lot of the diving moves and stuff like that, the collision detection is a little iffy on those, and like when guys are laying on the mat, trying to drop an elbow or something like that, or I mean it's better now, but I'm saying it's still it's those instances where it's like, oh god, it just kind of make you cringe a little bit. So that's gonna be the first thing. All right, so the second thing that I didn't like, it's not so much I didn't like it, but I was just a little bit disappointed, and because I was hoping for at least a little bit of change, and that is like stuff with other weapons and stuff in the game, like chairs and stuff. And I mean, honestly, I feel like it's about time that chairs got upgraded to the move set, to that way we could pick our own chair attacks and stuff like that, and chair grapples, whatever we want. I mean, it's about time for that, and it's been a long time coming. But what I'm saying, just the other weapons and stuff. I mean, there's like really no variety. It's pretty much the same stuff. I mean, and it was like I got excited, when I saw, that the tables and stuff like that and ladders were kind of getting a makeover. So I was just hoping, that 2K will go ahead and complete that trio. Have the tables, ladders, and chairs. At least the chairs, because like I said, that is a huge part of. That's like probably the most commonly used weapon in WWE. So I was hoping, hey, throw in some ground grapples and with the chair and some new actions and stuff like that, to land the chair on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just hoping for a little bit more. So maybe, fingers crossed, 2K18, they'll work that in there. But that was just, like I said, I was just really hoping that, the weapons would have kind of got a fairly decent upgrade. But anyway, that is number 2 of my dislikes, I would say. And number three. Okay, so number 3 is gonna be just like I said again. This might be just another gripe with me, but I was really hoping for more in-depth reversal system. I love the major and minor reversal things like that, and I was really just hoping they would expand upon that. I would just really like to see first and foremost guys reverse according to their personal fighting style and stuff like that, and just character specific stuff. Like you see Dean Ambrose, he has his rebound clothesline. As a counter and stuff like that. AJ has his Pele kick, that he uses as a counter, and so just stuff like that that are more so tailored to characters and their fighting styles. Because the worst thing, I see somebody goes to lift like a big guy and he does like that. It seems like everybody has that knee on top of the head, reversal for like suplexes and stuff like that. And it just seems so vanilla, man. It's just like, where's the flavor in it? You know what I mean? So it's just like, I would like to see cruiserweights, people like, the Kalistos and people like that, reverse in more of a lucha style. Have like those kind of reversals. Maybe, Undertaker has like, a lot of no sell and sitting up, kind of reversals where like the move will actually hit, but like, he'll no sell it and sit up and, stand up, like immediately and give him an advantage or something like that. Brock, same thing. Have like a beast reversal package or something like that. Yeah, reversal packages, basically. So like, Brock, if, he takes a hard lick or something like that, he'll shrug it off and like counter or something like that. It's just things like this. I think like little touches like that would like really go a long way with the reversals. Like I said, going back to the whole reversal package. But like I said, I think, that would actually be a huge idea to, kind of throw those reversal packages in where like, guys who like to play creative wrestlers, we can assign one of those reversal packages to our guys, and, that way he will take on all the reversals in that package. So, I just think it's something like that just to add a little bit of diversity instead of everybody kind of, I guess, reversal moves in the same way, so to speak. There is some diversity. I'm not saying there's absolutely no diversity, but it's like it could be more. It's just like another thing about that. I would kind of just want to be able to reverse in a manner that I want to. Like get the outcome that I want to. Like if I wanted to set up maybe a go behind spot or something like that, or like dodge the move instead of just doing being locked into a reversal animation. Whatever one that is picked out for that move. I would like to choose if I want to dodge or counter or, do stuff like that. I think, it would add like a huge level of depth to, just the reversal system in general. Just, adding on to what you already have. So that is number 3. And we're going to move on to number 4. All right, so number 4, man, this is something that really hurt my heart, man. I can't even lie about it. and I was so disappointed because I really wanted this to be in, like, just be a major part of what I'm about to say. So number 4 is going to be the lack of a crawling mechanic in the submission system. I mean, I can't express how odd it is to not have a legitimate crawling, system worked into the submission system. I mean, crawling is a huge part of submission wrestling. I mean, like, setting up submission spots. I mean, that's the whole, kind of persona of like, oh, is he going to make it to the ropes? All this stuff like that. I mean, they played it up so much on WWE programming, and it's just like to not have that like legitimately, represented in the game. I mean, like I said, that hurts, man. I mean, because like I said, it's taking a huge part away from submissions. Now, I know, like I said, it's in, I think, to some, like, if you do a Boston Crab or something, I think maybe they can crawl a little bit. But I mean, I'm talking about it needs to be a integral part of submission wrestling. I mean, because like I said, I mean, that would be the equivalent of, like, taking a ref out of a pinfall, you know what I'm saying? Or like, not having him drop down, hit the 1, 2, 3 or whatever. If he just stand up and just count, I mean, it doesn't have it doesn't hold the same weight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just really kind of, I don't know. I mean, it makes the submission system look very weird. So it's just one of those things like, please, man, they have to add this. 2K, if y'all watching this video, please add a crawling system to the submissions, man, because like I said, I mean, it's a huge part. I mean, there's no submission system without the crawling trying, get to the ropes. And also, a rope break mechanic too, like for, like, have a guy actually, they have it for the pinfalls, which is odd that they got it for the pinfalls, but not, the submission. No, I want to see somebody crawl to the ropes and actually have to hit a button to reach out and grab the ropes. I mean, like I said, that would add to just the overall drama and excitement of it, man. So, yeah, I mean, I'm begging, dude. Like I say, please, y'all gotta add that in for next year. But anyway, moving on. Number 1. Bang, bang. All right, so I'm pretty sure that this has been addressed like widely across, pretty much everywhere, anybody who's a wrestling game fan or whatever, as well as, like I say, the 2K message boards, man, you see so many freaking, posts about it, so many threads about it. And that is basically just, man, the glitchathon, dude. There's glitches everywhere. I mean, some are minor, but then again, there are other that are, are game breaking or teetering on game breaking. I mean, having all your data, wiped, what I'm saying? I mean, that's a huge deal, man. So, I mean, I know some people are like, oh, stop complaining, but no, I mean, that really is a huge deal. I mean, the game, if anything breaks a game, what I'm saying, but or the game comes out broken, yeah, I mean, people have the right to complain about that or, voice their opinions on it. Because, I mean, like I said, I mean, you're paying, $60 for these games, 60 plus dollars. And, what I'm saying, I mean, to not get a full product or a product that, wasn't properly tested or whatever have you, I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, to come out like that and be, almost unplayable to a degree. I mean, yeah, like I said, that's a very huge deal. So that, I don't know, man. Like I said, that had to make the list, of things that, I didn't like, because I'm pretty sure a lot of other people can, identify with that. And like I say, knock on wood, it hasn't happened to me yet, but I mean, I've had some scary moments. So, like I said, I mean, I heard that there is a patch coming out though, so hopefully that'll take care of all that, at least the game breaking stuff. But anyway, like I said, that's gonna do it for the first episode. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. Like I said, I promise I'm gonna do more. But like I said, yeah. So please, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of it, or if you have any ideas, that could make it better, or if it's just some games that you would like me to do this on. But anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Peace. Like button, nigga. Yeah, you don't see it down there? You thought you was gonna leave without liking it? But hit that fucking like button, you hear me?